2 years ago, I was broke, and I don't just mean financially, I mean mentally, spiritually, completely. I was surviving on instant noodles, my nights lit only by the glow of my phone screen. I'd scroll through social media, watching other people live the life I desperately dreamed of. I was a spectator in my own life, but in 2025, I made a decision. I decided to stop watching from the sidelines and start being the main character. It wasn't easy and it wasn't overnight, but it was a choice. Today, I want to share the 5 rules that took me from broke to building real, sustainable wealth. Rule number 1, stop chasing, start building. I used to chase every single get-rich-quick idea I saw online. Dropshipping, crypto, the latest AI side hustle, you name it, I probably tried it. I was constantly jumping from one shiny object to the next, hoping one would magically make me a millionaire. But here's the hard truth I had to learn. Wealth isn't built by chasing fleeting trends. It's built by patiently, deliberately building skills. Real, valuable, timeless skills. Think about it. Trends come and go, but the ability to communicate effectively, to understand the principles of investing, or to write code will always be in demand. These are skills that compound. The more you use them, the better you get and the more valuable you become. So I stopped looking for shortcuts and started looking for foundations. I picked one skill and dedicated myself to mastering it. I read books, took courses, and practiced relentlessly. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. Instead of chasing a quick buck, I was building a career, a reputation, a bedrock of expertise. And that's when everything started to change. So ask yourself, what are you chasing and what could you be building instead? Pick something that compounds and let time do the heavy lifting for you. Rule number 2 is something I wish I'd understood so much earlier. Money is a tool, not a trophy. When I finally started making a little bit of money, what do you think I did? I blew it on stuff to look successful. The newest phone, expensive shoes, fancy dinners, and trips I couldn't really afford, all for the Instagram post. I was trying to buy the appearance of wealth because I didn't feel wealthy inside. I was treating money like a trophy to show off. Then I had a painful realization when I looked at my empty bank account. Rich people don't spend to impress, they spend to progress. They see money for what it is, a tool. Every single dollar you have is like a soldier in your army. You can either send that soldier out to fight for your future by investing it, by buying assets, by learning a new skill, or you can let it die on the battlefield of instant gratification just to show off your present. Once I shifted my perspective, my spending habits changed dramatically. Before buying anything, I'd ask myself, is this purchase a soldier fighting for my future, or is it just a casualty of my ego? This simple question helped me transform my finances. I started investing in assets that would grow, not liabilities that would shrink. My money started working for me, instead of me just working for it. So look at your last 5 purchases. Were they tools or trophies? This brings me to my third and arguably most important rule: protect your mindset. Your external world is a direct reflection of your internal world. If your mind is broke, your bank account will inevitably follow. I used to be trapped in a cycle of negativity and scarcity. I believed I wasn't smart enough, lucky enough, or good enough to be wealthy. I consumed endless negative news, hung out with people who complained all the time, and fed my brain a steady diet of junk. My bank account simply reflected that inner poverty. The biggest change wasn't getting a raise or finding a new hustle. It was fixing the broken software running in my head. I started with small, manageable habits. I committed to reading just 10 pages of a non-fiction book every single day. That's it, 10 pages. I started journaling, writing down my thoughts, my goals, and 3 things I was grateful for each morning. This simple act rewired my brain to look for the positive. And perhaps most critically, I started spending less time with negative people. I audited my social circle. If someone constantly drained my energy or reinforced my limiting beliefs, I lovingly created distance. It sounds small, it sounds simple, but your mindset is the foundation upon which your entire life is built. If that foundation is cracked and weak, anything you try to build on top of it will crumble. Build a strong, positive, growth-oriented mindset, and building wealth becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Rule number 4 is the secret weapon of every successful person I've ever studied. Consistency beats motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It's fleeting, it's unreliable. It feels great when you have it, but it will abandon you when you need it most. I used to wait until I felt motivated to work on my goals. Guess what? I rarely felt motivated, so I rarely did the work. I was stuck. But then I learned that the people who actually win in life aren't the most talented, the smartest, or the most motivated. They are simply the most consistent. They have discipline. They show up every single day, even when it's boring. Especially when it's boring. That's the secret. Success is built in the boring moments. It's the extra hour of practice when you'd rather be watching Netflix. It's saving that extra $100 when you'd rather buy something new. It's making the sales call you're terrified to make. Discipline isn't about punishment, it's about building momentum. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. One day of work doesn't change much, but 365 days of consistent work. That creates a tidal wave of momentum that is unstoppable. Motivation is what gets you started. Discipline is what keeps you going. Stop waiting for the feeling and start building the habit. Show up, do the work, the results will follow. And that leads us to rule number 5, the one that ties it all together. Invest in yourself first. For the longest time, I thought investing meant putting money into stocks, crypto, or real estate. And those are important, for sure, but I was missing the single most powerful investment I could ever make. Before investing in any external asset, I had to invest in me. Your skills, your knowledge, your health, your network, that is where the highest reward in the universe lives. Why? Because your income can only grow to the extent that you do. If you're a 5 out of 10 in terms of your skills and mindset, you're going to have a 5 out of 10 income. If you want a 10 out of 10 income, you have to become a 10 out of 10 person. So I started pouring resources into my own development. I bought courses to learn new skills. I hired mentors who were where I wanted to be. I even started to see my failures not as losses, but as investments in my education, expensive tuition, maybe, but invaluable lessons. Every book I read, every seminar I attended, every uncomfortable conversation I had was an investment in my future earning potential. The stock market can crash, real estate can dip, but the skills and wisdom you accumulate, no one can ever take that away from you. That is your ultimate asset. So there you have it, my 5 rules. I'm not where I want to be yet. The journey is far from over. But I'm also not where I was. I'm no longer that broke person surviving on instant noodles, watching life from the sidelines. I'm in the game, and you can be too. 2025 isn't just another year on the calendar. It's your reset button. It's your opportunity to make a decision. You don't have to do everything at once. Just apply one of these rules today. Just one. And watch what happens in the next 12 months. If you're done watching others win, if you're ready to start building your own wealth and becoming the main character of your story, then hit that subscribe button. Let's build together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.